Okay, we are live, and welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to talk about stupid people again. Just going to give it a few seconds, and I want to talk about this because sometimes on this channel I will just talk about things that annoy me, and there are lots of things uh, that I find annoying, to be honest with you. Just going to give it a few seconds so that people can join the chat. It's quite unannounced, this live stream, as most of my live streams. But do consider subscribing. We are getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and I thought honestly that this channel would not survive the the cough and all that. But here we are. So please consider subscribing. Um, and the chat is only open for subscribers. So, I'm going to make people mad again. It's a bit of a hobby I have. So, I consider myself actually to be an intellectual. And that's not to brag or anything. It's just who I am. And lots of people are intellectuals. So now, what is that? Well, I think it's a mindset. You have a curious mindset. You like to learn. You like to read. You like to study. And very often, people with that mindset, they will go to university and so on, but not always. That is also a question about money and family traditions and so on. So you will, of course, find intellectuals outside of university education, of course. But apart from that, you have sensible people, right? People who like to think. People have an inner dialogue. Some of us, we have a little bit too much of that inner dialogue, I guess. But at least there is something going on in our minds. We are thinking about life and things that are happening. We are questioning things. And if we hear something, we will very often go and find out if it's true or not. And if I wonder about something, I will usually go and try to read about it or something like that, to gather information, which is not the same as research, by the way. And people say very often, well, do your research or do your own research. But that's research is different, actually. But we won't get into that in this live stream. I'm sure I've said it myself, do some research. And I'll do some research. But we're gathering information. So, having said that, let's put that over here. Over here. That's a good mindset to have, and I see a lot of people here, usual suspects, as I say, in the chat, and I get the sense that you are thinking people. I would guess a lot of you guys are intellectuals. You read, you study, and you you have this curious mindset. Okay, so and I can tell from your comments that you're intelligent. Bob, nod to you there, and let's see, Curtis. Yeah, lots of people here. Mr. R is there. Yeah, okay. I'll get to the chat, and thank you for the super chats, by the way. Thank you for the super chats. So I think that as a society here in the Western world, we are celebrating stupidity, and we shouldn't do that. Now, if you look at TV, and I must admit, we have a TV in the house because um, I'm not the one who decides in this house. Yeah. Um, and married men here will know what I'm talking about. But on that TV, there will be shows that we don't watch them, but there are ads or commercials for those shows, reality shows, and I don't know what they're called, but they're full of stupid people, and they pick them. I'm sure that they pick them because of their stupidity, and also, they have to look in a certain way, I guess. But most often they come across as really stupid, simple-minded people, and they are celebrated as celebrities. And you see it also with these Hollywood celebrities. A lot of them, they come across as a little bit thick in the head, don't they? Things that they're saying, you know, or tweeting, the blunt statements very often, racist statements very often. And I must say, the most racist statements are now obviously not from people with my skin tone, usually. But it seems like that's okay now. and and just let's delve into this. No, sorry. Yeah, you might call me stupid now since I didn't find the right English word here, but let's expand on this a little bit. TV and Hollywood, it's just a symptom, it's a symptom of something much more serious in society. And I honestly think that education has failed, and that we, not we, but society has gone back to a much more dogmatic way of thinking, which is not thinking at all. Now, if you go to, and here comes the, I'm not going to apply the ban hammer. Well, I will, but some of you will unsubscribe. I won't have to kick you out of the channel. Um, yeah, I say things like that, actually. If you're new to this channel, yes, I will say things like that. I looked into the rise of anti-intellectualism in the USA. Now, it's not only in the USA that this is a thing, but Mo says, not your biggest fan, but well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Um, okay, so in the Bible Belt in the USA, for some time there has been a push towards replacing proper, proper scientific thinking, scientific method, um, what's it called? Uh, STEM fields, isn't that what they call them? Physics and math and so on. Maybe not math, but biology, replacing that with creationism. Yeah, creationism, young Earth theory, and so on. I don't know exactly how bad it is, but I did look into books that are being banned from school libraries. Now, I'm a novelist myself, and I was shocked. I was shocked. I thought that, they were banning. I thought all the fuss, was because they were banning books with a let's just say, let's just call it a unhealthy unhealthy way of thinking about gender. I won't get more into it than that. You don't need that in a children's school, okay? So there is that, but no. We're talking about books like Death of a Salesman, Huckleberry Finn, Catcher in the Rye, and also, I suppose in other parts of the USA, they have tried to ban the Bible from school libraries. Now, that will make, lots of people angry. I get angry too. I'm not a Christian, but I get angry if they try to ban the Bible from school libraries. It's such a vital part of world history, not world history, but world literature. And if here on YouTube, you have channels promoting this kind of mindset. There is something called, I think, Prager University. It's not an effing university. It's just someone sitting in their own bubble talking nonsense with no substance at all. That's not a university. I've been to university. That's not how it works. So, why are we celebrating this mindset? I know it's easy to not think. I mean, lots of people would prefer to have a set of rules so that they don't have to think. There are lots of people like that around, and very often you see them gravitate towards religious dogma, political dogma, and I will just give you some examples. Well, Christianity in the USA is one example. Not all Christians, of course. I'm saying that every time. So please, if you're a Christian, I'm not having a go at you. I'm not attacking you. I'm talking about these people who refute scientific evidence and so on. You see it in the people who want to abolish any sense of gender. That's not a scientific thing. That's an ideological thing. You see it in what's it called? Those people who believe that if you have my skin tone, you're born racist. Not born racist, but when you grow up, you become racist no matter what. Critical race theory. They are dumbing people down. And it worries me because we should be able to have conversations even if we don't agree. But I don't see that so much anymore. Now, I've had beautiful conversations with mostly people who are Christian about how everything started, for instance. How did the universe start? How did it all start? I find those conversations extremely interesting. We don't know the answer, and that might be why I find it so interesting to have these conversations with people who have a different religion or a different belief system than I have. But it seems like we can't have these discussions now. We shouldn't have them. We should just disagree and be angry at each other. And that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. And I see it every day, every day. I see it every day when I do live streams and in the comment section on my videos on the main channel. These blunt statements. Now listen, belief is not facts. There's a reason why it's called belief. You believe something. It's not the same as knowing something. There are lots of things I believe in, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's a fact. I hope so, but I don't know. And I'm okay with that. I don't need answers to everything. So let's just take a quick look at the chat. If it's very toxic today, I won't bother. Um, yeah, Lawrence, you just made a blunt statement about Prager University without any justification. Please back it up with an argument. No, you know what? You know what? That's different, you see. Uh, I could make, I could give you lots of examples, but this live stream is not about them. Go and figure it out yourself. You know. Okay. Yeah. I'll. I did say I. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the banhammer. Let's see here. So, yeah, there are lots of fans of PragerU, but I mean, don't you have a problem with the fact that they're calling it a university? It's not a FN university. Sorry. So, if you're going to have a university, you're going to have to apply scientific method. And if you don't apply scientific method, it's not a university. Okay. Now, that's not a blunt statement. That's a fact. And you can, we can dance around that all day long. But, if you're going to disagree with that statement, go somewhere else. It's not a place for you. This is not a place for you. I don't really care if you disagree on that because I can't waste my time explaining things like that to people. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Let's see here. I usually get rid of some people. Um, Matthew, skål to you as well. Skål. Now you see, I'm babysitting a very old dog, which I care about a lot. My mother's dog, and he has a little bit of a problem with his movements sometimes, and so I have to keep an eye on him. Okay, I'll just scroll down. Okay. Um, yeah, sometimes I don't know what you mean, so please try to write so that I can understand. Um, so let's see here. No, it's not toxic today. It's not toxic today. Yeah, well, I'll give some credit to Prager. No, I won't give some credit to them concerning the constant ads. That's as a YouTuber myself, I can say that it's very difficult to you can't really do much about that. It's YouTube doing that. Now, hail from Denmark. Odin, watch of you, Bjorn. Thank you. And the same to you. Now, I will show you something. There was some guy who wrote to me that why do you keep a cross behind you if you're not a Christian, and he was very disappointed with me. And I thought, there is no cross in my videos. I mean, I'm not a Christian, so why would there be a cross? No, and I'm outside. What's he talking about? And I thought maybe it's the live streams, and I was looking. Where's the cross? I don't have a cross. Where is the cross? And then I saw it. I saw the cross. Yeah, it's a lobster. It's a dog toy, but it was given to me by a very kind lady, um, who watch my videos. It's a dog toy, but I keep it on my bookshelf because they will just shred it. You see, but yeah, here's the cross. It's a dog toy. So yeah, yeah, it's Jordan. Let's call him Jordan. We'll keep Jordan on the bookshelf. Yes. So yeah, hail the lobster. Yes, Terry. Here it is. Yeah, so that I've found that a little bit funny. Now, oh, Terry, were you serious about that? So back to the topic, and I'll keep this one short. Um, there is something about these YouTube channels, internet sites. You have the Wire, no, the Daily Wire. The Wire is that a police TV series, something like that? Daily Wire. That's the Christian thing, I think. Um, no, yes, no one. Yes, several schools apparently have banned the Catcher in the Rye. I have it here somewhere. We have books all over the place. Yeah, what was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. Um, there. Oh yes, Daily Wire. Now there was a guy there, Walsh, something, John Walsh or something, and he went around and he made a movie. What is a woman? And he asked these crazy people who couldn't answer, "What's a woman?" They couldn't say. Um, and the whole point, I believe, was to make fun of them. And then this is the state of things. They can't even say what a woman is. Well, I can. Most people can. I think there was a little bit of cherry picking going on there, because I don't think it's that such a huge problem in the population. Now, not saying that issue is unproblematic. It I think it is. But he presents himself as quite a conservative Christian. So that means that he must believe that it is possible for a virgin to give birth to a baby boy. Now, I find that much stranger and unlikely than the fact that people are trying to redefine the meaning of woman. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But I will. I just found it a little bit odd, and yeah. But I'm sure that if he ever got a question like that, he just edited it out. And you really have to believe in something magical to make that make sense, because it really doesn't. Um, yeah, the Bible is one of the best books ever. I'm saying that from an objective standpoint as a writer. I'm not a big fan of the Bible. I like parts of it, but it's Yeah. But it is a very important book. Very important, of course. Yeah, I don't find it a good handbook for life, and I find the Ten Commandments to be extremely immoral and disturbing. You might disagree on that. That's okay. Um, let's see here. Yeah, here comes the Bible thumpers. Yeah. Yeah, well, Laura, the big reason for rise in literacy, well, it was both actually. Uh, there was a big resistance towards getting it translated from Latin so that the common people could read it. Um, but yes, I don't disagree. I don't disagree on that. Um, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So, question to you guys: Can you not see that from the outside, from an objective standpoint here, please, can you not see that someone going around asking these people, what's a woman? And they can't answer. That's one thing there. Let's put it here. For someone looking at this from the outside, this and the fact that the same person believes in the myth of Jesus being born of a virgin, can't you see? If you please try, make a little bit of an effort, you people. Can't you see that that seems a little bit odd? I mean, both those things are odd, unnatural, impossible. Okay? I mean, it's a test of your ability to think objectively here. Okay? You know what? I'll leave it there. You figure it out yourself.